What's up guys, Trail here, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your third stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Wednesday, March the 17th. Today is the official day, according to the IRS, for the $1,400 stimulus payments. So today, more than previous, a lot of people will be receiving their stimulus checks in their checking accounts. So as soon as this video is over, make sure you stay until the end. I want you guys to head on over to your bank accounts to check to see if you have some newfound money. You could have a stimulus payment deposited, or you could have some SNAP food stamp benefits added, or perhaps you have secretly won the lottery. And if you did, let me know so that we can figure out how much you're going to share that wealth with Budget Bill. But in all seriousness, more and more people are receiving their stimulus checks since over the weekend. Now, I know a lot of you have been complaining about Felicia has already received her stimulus check and you haven't. So guys, I need you to be patient. Y'all know that we are dealing with the IRS and the government, right? Y'all know how they do stuff backwards. Even though this is the third rodeo for them, they are still having issues on getting stimulus payments out to the American people. But they are en route, guys, and help is on the way. Also, some of the big banks have been having issues as customers had hoped to receive their stimulus checks in their accounts. Banks like Chase and Wells Fargo are just a few banks that have actually told customers that they will not receive their stimulus payment until the official day, which is today, March 17th. Most of these people would see the pending message in their accounts, but the money was not readily available. You should check again this morning, as that money should have been released by now. I know it's probably challenging for most people to see money being deposited into their accounts, but you can't touch it, especially if you have spouses and children. That payment could be huge, but no worries, as those payments should be available to use today. And if that money is still not available at your bank, you might want to call them up and say, hey, where's my money, guys? When are you guys going to release my stimulus payments? Because banks like Chase and Wells Fargo have stated that the payments will be available on March the 17th. But if you bank with a smaller bank or like a credit union, they are actually allowing customers to receive their stimulus payments as early as March the 12th. So it really depends on your institution that you bank with. But this only affects those with direct deposit information on file with the IRS. For those expecting to receive a physical check in the mail or perhaps a debit card, those might not show up until weeks later. The IRS has been working with the Postal Service to speed up the delivery of the physical checks as well as the debit cards. So, as you receive your stimulus payments today in your accounts, what do you guys plan on doing or using that money for? Do you plan on catching up on rent or mortgage? Do you plan on stocking up on groceries in your household? Or do you plan on buying that 75-inch OLED TV screen for your family? If you don't mind sharing that, let me know down below in the comments section. I want to see what type of responses that I actually receive from you guys. Also, is anyone receiving a stimulus payment for an adult dependent? I haven't really seen many questions regarding that option, although I know there are a lot of people out there who will be receiving one of those. Now, let's move on. In the state of Florida, they are doing something to acknowledge the first responders. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, wants to do something different with the money from the third stimulus relief bill instead of just treating it like slush money. One person stated that they should just go ahead and send that money on back to the government, but that response didn't make any sense. But the governor suggested that other ways in using that money that would benefit the American people. He suggested that they give $1,000 stimulus payments to all first responders. He said the state will be receiving about $19 billion from the American Rescue Plan, and they are waiting on federal guidelines on how they can use that money. DeSantis said that their unemployment is lower than other states and they are in really good shape when it comes to their economy, but he would like like to spend at least $4.1 billion of the federal money and leave the remaining money to legislative discretion. He is calling for $1,000 bonuses to first responders and money to go towards improvement of other state programs. So, depending on the federal guidelines addressing the stipulations of the stimulus aid money, first responders can expect to see additional stimulus money coming their direction. And that's right, they actually deserve this money. Actually, all first responders in every state deserve some additional money. These are the ones that have continued to work every day during the pandemic, and majority of them have worked hardest during these last 12 months. President Biden should have included something in the stimulus relief bill that addresses our first responders and their dedication. Are any of you watching this a first responder? If so, let me know down below in the comment section. And also, do you agree with me that all first responders should have received more than the standard stimulus check of $1,400? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sure most of you sort of think the way that I do, in which taking care of the people who took care of us is the right thing to do. Now, moving on, in other news, there are a slew of grants being offered lately as a result of the American Rescue Plan. The National Landing Business Improvement District and the Restaurant Association of Metropolitan Washington have a new round of grant aid for restaurants and small businesses. The program is called Love Local, and they will divide a total of $100,000 among businesses that apply for this program. In order to qualify, you must have an open brick and mortar small business or restaurant in National Landing, which includes Crystal City, Pentagon City, and Potomac Yard in Virginia. They are estimating about 100 businesses and restaurants in these neighborhoods, and they are accepting applications until March the 28th. So if you know someone, please share this video and this information with them. I will also include a link down below in the description. Next, we have the city of Omaha. They are offering $5,000 grants to local communities. This will help out with jobs, beautification, as well as helping food insecurities in surrounding neighborhoods. This grant opportunity is different, as you have to submit your idea of why your community should be awarded this $5,000 grant. They are saying that they have about $100,000 available to give out to different organizations, and in the past they have awarded grants for ideas like internships, art programs, murals, and community gardens. The mayor, Jean Stohert, said that things are a little bit different this year. She said, "We just felt this year it was important to make them COVID related. For example, there is a lot of people struggling with food right now, and if it has something to do with the community garden and they want to build a community garden and produce food and help people with food, that is an option that they will consider." The deadline to apply for this grant is approaching fast on March the 19th at 4 p.m. So you have about 2 days. So if you live there or know someone that does, be sure to act fast for your community to have an opportunity to receive $5,000 from the mayor in Washington. I will include a link to that information down below. And last but not least, we have the Pennsylvania CHIRP grant program. They are opening up to help hospitality businesses as they open this week. This program offers grants to hospitality businesses that were hurt by the pandemic. This program is specifically for bars, restaurants, hotels, and other businesses considered to be in the hospitality industry. The CHIRP grants are for eligible businesses. In order to qualify, you must have fewer than 300 full-time employees, and you must prove that you have been financially hurt by the pandemic. Pennsylvania is putting up $145 million into this program, which it will be shared among all counties. These grants can range up to $50,000 each. All of these are great to see. That more support for small businesses as well as first responders is great to see happening right now. As more money gets distributed to other states from the American Rescue Plan, we should see more and more of these types of actions going forward, especially in the states that were not hit as hard during the pandemic, because they have more money to use. So guys, do you like this type of information that I'm sharing with you today? I mean, do you want me to include these types of assistance programs in the different states? I know none of them affects me, but it does make me happy to see that someone else is going out of their way to help someone else. So that makes me proud to be an American. But let me know what you guys think about them. And then if you don't like them, then that's fine. Then I will just leave them out going forward. I appreciate your feedback. Anyway, Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. This has been your third stimulus check update news for today. Now, if you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.